you. Now, let me talk about what Daniel here said. Daniel says, what is your way of coping with the ego? Well, to cope with something, you first got to understand what it is. So what do you think ego is? What do you think ego is? Is ego an organ? Like the heart, the eyes, the liver? What is it? What is ego? If it was an organ, it should have been more towards the end of the intestines, because it's all full of shit. That's what ego is. Ego is not something that you're born with, in my opinion. Ego is a program that you attain through your upbringing, your conditioning, how you are being taught. Ego is something that is put into you through the time that you're being raised, the surrounding, the culture, the customs, the way other people behave and act and teach you, your parents, your society, your community, your tradition, your religion, your teachers, the things you're exposed to, programs, movies, news, history, all these things, you're conditioned, and the program of ego is now uploaded into your consciousness. Otherwise, we're not born with ego attached to us. Here, this is my son, this is my daughter, this is me, I was born, this is my hand, this is my eyes, this is my nose, and this is my ego. There is no such thing as ego. Ego is created as a program, and that is, when you understand that, then you'll understand it doesn't have to be. You don't have to follow it. It is a cause of lots of destructions and lots of hardship, lots of anxiety and all that, because then ego causes you want to control things, and you can never control things. As we talked about it before, if part of your comfort zone would be if you can control things and things would be the way you want it to be all the time, then you're in pain. Because ego is part of the reason that you want to control things, to make things the way you prefer it to be, according to what your conditioning is. And that becomes a suffering, because not everything is going to comply to the way that my conditioning is. So my understanding of what I'm really pursuing is stupidity or is unreasonable will help me not to be in the trap of following an ego, my ego. Because as you all know, we talked about it earlier, there is no way we can control everything in this life, and the only thing that we should be focusing to become really good at is to be able to control our balance in spite of what's happening out there. If I'm in a boat and rowing in my boat in the ocean, I cannot control the waves of the ocean. And I cannot control the wind blowing to create waves, and its waves could be storm, tsunami, or whatever. I cannot control that. It's not in my power. It's not my control. I don't care how much I try to control it. But what I can control is how to train myself to become a good captain, to be able to keep the balance of my boat, to row well, to know which angle, what to do, when to get out of the water, when to be in the water, which direction I go, how to keep the balance of the boat from capsizing. That's called the control. Otherwise, my ego will make me to go and try to control everything, bring everything the way it is. For me, that's just going to give me lots of suffering. So, hope that was something for you to think about. And